All right, so here's the deal. That needs to come off there, and I got to make it easier to work on because I got to do a bunch of body work to it and a whole bunch of fun stuff. So you ask any welder and they hate working over their head. You want to burn your balls, you work overhead, weld overhead. That's a surefire way to do it. So here we are. I was like, I ain't doing it. I've burnt them enough. So I bought some. I'll show you. Tried picking this up the other day, but it was a little bit too big for the Yukon. We got ourselves a car rotisserie. What? No way. So I'm gonna try and get this thing unloaded, and I asked the guy, I said, are all the instructions in there? He said, look at picture. I'm like, great, awesome. So I'm gonna grab some straps and we'll try and get this thing into the shop and try and set it up. And then try to figure out how the body's gonna attach to it, because I've never used one before. So we're on a journey together. Plan is we'll pick the body back up, we'll grab the frame out, we'll drag it outside, and then we'll put it back over here, and then with the body up in the air, we'll assemble said rotisserie and somehow attach it to that body. This way I can get the body separated, the body stays in here because it's supposed to snow again and rain. And then we can get the frame stripped right down to nothing. We can get the diff back out of it. We can get the front control arms off of it, all the steering, everything. We can finish welding. There is some more welding on the frame. I know. But we're gonna flip the frame upside down and weld some stuff on that and then clean it up, make it look all pretty. And we're gonna send it out for sandblast again for all the new steel that's on it, and get it either painted or coated. I'm not sure yet which we're gonna do. Paint would come off easier for when I do the cage in this. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get some stuff moved around in here and get this rotisserie box in here. Okay guys, so this is the rotisserie I bought. I really hope, like, I don't know how it attaches to the car or what, so we'll get this thing unpacked, we'll get it put together, and we'll see how it's gonna work with the car. But hey, you want a fun tip? When you got these bandings, rather than cutting them, if you just grab this this tail, that one didn't work. Proved me wrong. Okay, so you grab this tail and you just give it a yank. That one didn't work either. For fuck's sake. Okay, so you grab the tail. Alright, let's see. Oh, okay. Don't get a nail stuck in there. Oh, great. That looks like a big old puzzle. But look, there's instructions. Hopefully the instructions include how to attach it to this here car. I know that if I was attaching it to the frame, I think you just stick it in the frame. I don't know. I've never used one of these before, so we're gonna learn together. But I'm gonna put this thing together and we'll go from there. All right, so I grabbed the instructions and it's just one piece of paper folded in half. So yeah, that's awesome. The front page is just the saying it's instructional. The second page has like 6 lines of what not to do. And then there's a fancy picture of how it goes together. So, and then a parts list on the back. So yeah, that's awesome. Great instructions, but it's better than what came with the tubing bender. All right, so here we are. We are reading the 1/2 a page of instructions, which is basically just looking at a picture and try and match up the bolts. And they got weird bolt names. But here I'm laying out all the bolts because it's easier if everything's laid out. Putting the wheels on And yeah, this thing sucks to put together. The instructions aren't very good, and I ended up putting this one together backwards. So you'll see me get it all put together and think everything's good. And I'm adding all the pieces and tightening everything up. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing an awesome job. Look at this. Look at me go. Oh, it works so awesome. But then, I figure out that it's built wrong. Because I'm looking for pieces, I'm like, well, what's going on? So I start taking it apart. I got to take it all back apart and put it all back together again. So really, by the time I was done this one, the second one went real quick because I already knew how to do it twice. So here we go. Okay, so there's one done after taking it apart and redoing it. Trying to figure out how I'm gonna get these to attach to the car. I don't know, we'll have to figure that out down the road once we attach it to the car. So pull out the rest and get this second one all built. Hate building this stuff, and it's just more stuff to take up my shop. Like, my shop is already cram-packed. Like, I'm hoping I get the back done. If you guys are liking these builds, we're gonna do some really cool stuff. We got Frank to build. I've had a couple people ask me to build him trucks too, like a couple trucks. Had a couple car inquiries. Like, we've had some people ask about doing some customer stuff, and I'm not a mechanic. I'm just building my dream car is what I'm doing, but yeah, so I'm gonna get the rest of this done. I got the time lapse up here going, and we'll see if we can't get that body lifted up today. It's pouring rain outside now, like, and then it's supposed to turn to snow tonight, so awesome. Okay, so we got one done. Hold on, you guys probably want to hear me. So I got one done, I got two done. So I don't know how these attach to the car, but kind of the next step is to get this thing up and then get this under it. So we were looking at the transmission, and we might have to do some modifying on this side of the tunnel just because it has a scatter shield on it. So we could order in a whole new tunnel. They do make them, but one thing I noticed when you're buying stuff that, I don't want to say, okay, I'll just say, when you're buying Chinese shit, here, let me show you. Here's the picture of what I thought I was getting. Okay, what I thought I was getting. You'll notice right there the springs. You'll notice this is painted. You'll also notice that it has 4 jacks, like screw jacks, to stabilize it. You also notice that it's low profile, the way the frame is. If we come over here, this isn't at all what the picture is. It's got a spring latch, which is good. It barely comes through here, so I'm gonna change that a little bit. This isn't painted or like it, and it doesn't have the stabilizing jacks. That's the same thing that I dealt with my tubing bender. What I thought I was getting as opposed to what I got. I don't know what to say. One I kind of expected it from, but the other one was a well-known tool supplier but whatever. It is what it is. We're gonna, because I looked at the picture and I was like, okay, how's this all go? And if I'd have looked at that picture, I'd have been all confused. Like the guy said, just look at the picture. But here we are, we'll figure it out. It is what it is. It's all put together now. I'm not taking it back, so. All right, so we got this in the air. I should have filmed, but I didn't. But we got the frame out from under it. So we're gonna roll it back here now. And it's surprising how easily slicks move across a floor. So we're just skidding it. And yeah, we'll get it put over here, and then we'll get these hopefully attached to that maybe today. I'm not sure. I just got word about something else for this car that's ready to go. I just gotta get a hold of them and the shipping address, that sort of stuff. It's gonna dramatically change the pace of this build. So tune in for that. Once I get everything figured out with it, I'll let you know for sure what it is, but we're making progress. So hopefully that I can get flipped over and start cutting into the body and get the frame. I got to get it stripped right down to nothing again. So we're taking the diff out, we're taking the shocks, engine, transmission, front suspension's all coming off of it because I have tubular stuff, but I got to get this thing sent out for sandblast and paint or whatever I'm doing. And I only want to do it once, but I got to flip this over as well so that I can clean up the bottom, because there's going to be a bunch of people that are up there like the, oh, look at that slag, or look at that porosity. Fuck's sake. Okay, we're pretty much done back here. The pinion angle's got to be set still, but we'll do that on final fit up. Transmission cross member, we just got to drill our holes in here along there, and then that's done. And the front suspension, it's all done. Like, it's sitting in a box, so I got to take all that off, and then I want to flip the frame upside down so I can weld some of the underneath stuff. Like, I did all this, but I want to clean all that up and clean some stuff in the back and do the front, because there's going to be a lot of torque on this. And yeah, and then the frame is 100% done. And it's only kind of done because I still have to do the cage. So I meant to mark it, damn it. I was going to mark out where the cage was going in the car so that I could mark that on the frame and just spots not to paint, but that's okay. We'll deal with it. We're here, right up in here, we're gonna have a little bit of clearance issues with our transmission having that scatter shield on it. So I think I'm probably gonna cut this out and just preemptive make the tunnel bigger. This dip right here will be getting cut out, just to make room for the big drive shaft we got to put in there. We're putting a 4-inch drive shaft, and then yeah, we'll get all this undercoat cleaned off here. We'll get this all sprayed too. We're doing a heater box delete on it because we'll be putting in some aftermarket stuff down the road. I'm not too worried about air conditioning, really. It's nice, but I mean, you open up all these windows on this car and it's a breeze through there. So yeah, so that's where we're at, guys. I'm gonna get this all cleaned up and figure out how to put these under there, because I don't know. I've never used one before, so I'm gonna have to do some research on it, I guess. But yeah, we'll see. All the fun stuff now. So this is what I'm thinking, because this one doesn't span as wide as I'd like to go. I want to attach it here. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a piece of tubing that can lay across on this, and sit here, and then I can put a bolt through here to hold it. And then I won't be turning this thing right on upside down, so that'll definitely help. But so I think that's what I'll do there. And if I have room, I might run one back there as well. And then back here, I think we'll do kind of the same thing. We'll try and get into these supports, maybe get up here if we can. I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of the plan, I guess. I don't know if it's a good plan. I guess we'll find out. Yeah. All right, so we got this thing mounted here. I hope this is good. So I just welded a bar across there, and I'm bolted into the mounts there. And then in the back, I texted one of my buddies and he said it should be okay, but I'm just bolted into the body bolt mounts back here. It's hanging from its own weight right now. It's actually fairly easy to rotate and stuff too. So yeah, with it on there, we're gonna get going on these. Unless this is way above my pay grade. I've never done anything like this. So well, yeah, this video is not gonna come out till a while. So I was gonna say, unless someone knows someone that wants to do this for me, make some cash or do something, but I think we're just gonna tackle it. I put a post up on the old interwebs of like anyone with some advice or anything like that. And the number one advice that I got was to take it to a shop and let someone who knows what they're doing do it. So I'm probably gonna just do it myself. I don't know of any. I talked to a couple shops and like, I don't think I could get this thing in the timeline I need it done, because the frame's going out and I gotta have that done before the frame gets back so that we can mate the two together for the final time. So we're gonna tackle this. It might not look the best, but everything on the inside you don't see that. So I think I can work on that stuff and do the floors. That stuff will be fine, but maybe when it comes time to do the actual outer, like the quarters, I might let someone do that, or let someone fix it when I mess it up, but we'll see. That's it for today.